Hello friends, today's our topic is one of the greatest poems in our literature, Thyrsis. Thyrsis is often grouped with two other poems, that is Lycidas by John Milton and Adonis by P.B. Shelley. Milton's Lycidas, P.B. Shelley's Adonis, and Matthew Arnold Thyrsis are often regarded as the greatest pastoral elegies in English literature. Milton's Lycidas is on the death of King Edward, Milton's friend. P.B. Shelley's Adonis is on the death of John Keats, and Thyrsis, Matthew Arnold's poem, commemorates the death of Arthur Hugh Clough. Arthur Hugh Clough died in 1861 in Florence. He was a bosom friend of Matthew Arnold. Clough's death was a sort of disaster to Matthew Arnold. It led him to contemplate on issue, and the result is your Thyrsis. Clough was died in 1861, but Thyrsis came into existence in 1866. It was first published in Macmillan's magazine in 1866. The poem is long one. It contains 240 lines. These 240 lines are grouped under 24 stanzas, each stanza containing 10 lines. The poem is rich in the depiction of natural beauty, sincerity of expression, and depth of emotions. It is really worth reading. Do read it. Let's concentrate on some of the important MCQs on Thyrsis. Number 1, which of the following is true to Thyrsis? Options are A, it is a poem by Matthew Arnold. B, it is a pastoral elegy. C, it commemorates the death of Arthur Hugh Clough. D, all these are true. Correct option is D, all these are true. Number 2, identify from the following the year of Arthur Hugh Clough's death. Options are A, 1861, B, 1864, C, 1866, D, 1888. Correct option is A, 1861. Number 3, which of the following is true to Matthew Arnold's Thyrsis? Options are A, it is a pastoral elegy. B, it contains 24 stanzas. C, it was first published in Macmillan's magazine. D, all these are true. Correct option is D, all these are true. Number 4, Matthew Arnold Thyrsis was first published in dash. Options are A, 1861, B, 1866, C, 1868, D, 1870. Correct option is B, 1866. Number 5, the epigraph of Thyrsis is borrowed from dash, an unpublished tragedy by Lucretius. B, Lard by Anthimachus. C, Scylla by Hedley. D, from elsewhere. Correct option is A, an unpublished tragedy by Lucretius. Number 6, with which of the following description does Matthew Arnold Thyrsis open? Options are A, the countryside of the Oxford. B, the beauty of the Thames River. C, the scholar gypsy. D, the hunters returning home. Correct option is A, the countryside of the Oxford. Number 7. In which of the following things does Matthew Arnold witness a change at the outset of the Thyatsis? Options are A. Two Hinkses, B. The village street, C. The name on the nameplate, D. All these. Correct option is D. All these. Number 8. Pick out from the following the poem in which you get the lines given below. And sweet city, with her dreaming spires, she needs not June for beauty's heighten. Options are A. The Squalor's Gypsy, B. Dover Beach, C. Thyrsis, D. Rugby Chapel. Correct option is C. Thyrsis. Number 9. As Matthew Arnold says in Thyrsis, dash can't be bought and sold in the world's market. Options are A. Honesty, B. Fame, C. Celestial light, D. Love. Correct option is C. Celestial light. Number 10. In Thyrsis, the speaker of the poem values dash tree the most. Options are A. Oak, B. Willow, C. Banyan, D. Elm. Correct option is D. Elm. Number 11. In Thyrsis, the elm tree stands for dash. Options are A. Natural beauty, B. Widespread misery, C. The quest for the truth, D. Common man. Correct option is C. The quest for the truth. Number 12. Identify from the following the light comer in Thyrsis. Options are A. The Squalor's Gypsy, B. The girl at the boatman's door, C. The shepherd, D. The cuckoo. Correct option is D. The cuckoo. Number 13. Who of the following in Thyrsis is now without rival? Options are A. The speaker, B. The Dorian shepherd, C. Corydon, D. Pion. Correct option is C. Corydon. Number 14. Pick out from the following the name of the hostess in Thyrsis. Options are A. Proserpine, B. Hinkses, C. Sibylla, D. Enna. Correct option is C. Sibylla. Number 15. As Thyrsis, the poem puts forth Thyrsis was dash. A. Robbed from the world, B. Was lost in the wave of the world, C. Went away on his own will, D. Went away but by chance. Correct option is C. Went away on his own will. Number 16. As Matthew Arnold thinks, dash has conquered Thyrsis. Options are A. Corydon, B. Time, C. Fate, D. Evil. Correct option is B. Time. Number 17. Identify from the following the Greek pastoral poet. Options are A. Bion, B. Pluto, C. Proserpine, D. None of them. Correct option is A. Bion. Number 18. Identify from the following the great Greek musician. Options are A. Orpheus, B. Enna, C. Sibylla, D. Pluto. Correct option is A. Orpheus. Number 19. Which of the following city has been described as the city with dreaming spires? Options are A. Manchester, B. Bristol, C. Birmingham, D. London. Correct option is D. London. Number 20. Identify from the following the rival of Corydon. Options are A. Orpheus, B. Thyrsis, C. Bion, D. None of these. Correct option is B. Thyrsis. Number 21. As Thyrsis puts forth, which of the following is true to Proserpine? Options are A. C is the queen of the underworld. B. Poetry springs from her hair. C is unfamiliar to the English air. D. All these are true. Correct option is D. All these are true. Number 22. As the speaker of Thyresis says, he makes inquiry of dash dash. Options are A. The girl who had helped him with his boat. B. Movers that stood with suspended side to see him moving. C. Both. D. None. Correct option is C. Both. Number 23. Whose voice is described as the silver voice in Thyresis? Options are A. Orpheus, B. Bion, C. Young Daphnis, D. Corydon. Correct option is C. Young Daphnis.